videos or I can't see? Hello?
Yeah.
Will the students be available on video or they will be just on
No,
audio?
the students will only be available on audio and chat, mostly chat, not even audio.
Fine.
And they will not be able to communicate with each other. It will be just one-to-one. So in
Okay.
between, if you want to make it interactive, no, some of the students, each of the student will be able to hear, but they'll be able to respond to you only.
Okay. I was thinking they are seated in a hall and then we can have a view of
No, this
the
is all
attendees.
virtual, complete virtual, because they are not yet inducted, no? So they are all
Fine.
virtual.
That's fine with me. Now I blow up the screen. Is it visible?
It is visible, sir. Yeah, perfect.
Good.
Now, sir, am I visible, sir? Just to ask you.
Just let me see now. Let me
Yeah, because I'm not able to see.
There you are.
Ajay, you are able to see me, right? But I'm not able to see myself actually. So, okay. So, can you do one thing? I mean, can you switch off your video for a moment and your share screen? Can you stop?
Okay.
And the moment I finish my introduction of you, you can switch.
Just a minute. I'll see. Stop share. Okay. Done.
Yeah, I think now I can see myself. Yeah. So let it be in this mode, sir. The moment I finish your introduction,
Fine.
I will say the floor is open to you. Then you can switch on your video and start sharing the screen.
Fine.
Yeah. So let's stay muted and stop the video for some time. Then I'll come online. Yeah.
Can you see me, Rajiv? Can you see me, by the way? Yeah, I'm not able to hear you.
Yeah, I can see you. I can see you now. Yes.
That's
Perfect.
fine.
I think we both can see each other. Yeah. Perfect. So I think it's working now, so no worries. So
just once we go back to the screen share, then you will have to check it up whether the screen is visible to you.
I will answer you. So I'll unmute and let you know.
Fine.
But now you can just be at the back end. Just give me 5 minutes for the standard introduction, and then you can switch over.
Fine.
Yeah.
Only 3 attendees are 6 right now.
Yeah. So it will increase within 5-10 minutes. You know,
fine. That's okay. That's okay.
But the moment we have around 40, 50, 60, we will continue. We'll start 10-15 minutes. We'll start.
Fine.
Yeah. Not more than 10 minutes. We'll assign for.
Fine. That's okay.
Yeah, because there could be many who are not visible also, sir, but still there, because every time.
But they would still reflect in the attendees part, na?
Ideally should, but what I heard is some of them still, might log in from 2 people log in from one system or something
like that. That's okay.
Those who know each other and all.
Yeah. That's fine.
Including faculty members, so that's why the count might show a bit less. Yeah.
Last time I think we had in the auditorium, it was a nice session.
Because that was physical, no, sir? It was more offline. Yeah.
ठीक है.
Online, at times, it's a bit of a monologue, but...
but then it becomes too much of a monologue.
Yeah, so you can pace yourself, that's not a problem. In between, what you can do, sir, like normally people do, you can give a pause and you can ask some question that am I audible, am I visible, have you understood the subject well, have you understood this context well, so that what will happen that way they will also be able to engage in the chat and they will write a yes, Y or a no.
And that's fine.
I think we can limit it to that much only. Beyond that, in this small session, it's not possible to go beyond that. Yeah.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
I put on my earphones. Can you hear me now? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you still. Yeah.
So that I don't have to shout or talk in a very loud tone. Yeah. That's fine.
That's a good problem.
Good afternoon.
I think, sir, you also have got a very good baritone of the voice. So.
Is it?
Yeah. It's loud and clear.
Okay. I can see Prutha has joined, but she's vanished again.
No, she will, I think.
Yeah, rejoin. She's there. She's there in the attendees. Fine. She's there.
Yeah. I think we should get started now. So a very warm welcome to all our students, participants in this pre-induction master series program from Pimpri Chinchwad University School of Management. So today we are joined in by a very eminent panelist hailing from the pharma industry. He is Mr. Arvind Bhagwat. He has more than 38 years of experience in the pharma industry, and he has worked across various leadership positions. Typically, he has been more successful and especially contributed a lot towards major therapy areas. His latest assignment has been with Abbott Healthcare, and he has been in an eminent position as an associate director. Some of the key areas, the interest areas, and subject matter expertise for Mr. Arvind Bhagwat typically includes marketing and sales management, operational excellence, team building, manpower development, execution excellence, building performance review systems. And he has a passion for academics, and he has also been a visiting faculty in several management institutes in the country. And currently, he works as a consultant for setting up pharmaceutical companies, especially in the marketing space. So, with that short brief on Mr. Arvind Bhagwat, I would like to leave the floor open to him. Today, I'm sure it'll be a very interesting session for all of you. Considering that you all are management aspirants, and team building and subsequently leadership is something which is top of the mind for every student over a period of time. And team building is something which definitely evolves over a period of time. So I'm sure we will have lots of fantastic snippets from Mr. Arvind Bhagwat based on his close to 4 decades of industry experience, not only with regard to the pharma industry, but industry in particular, which sooner or later all of you would be, moving into. So let's take a dig as to what is exactly team building all about, and where does leadership thrive, and how to become a strong and formidable leader. So over to Mr. Bhagwat, and we are looking forward to a very fantastic and very, very, interesting session from you. Over to you, sir.
Yeah.
Please.
So good afternoon, everybody. And thanks a lot, Professor Rajiv, for that introduction. It appears from his introduction that I have somebody different, not from this planet. But actually, I am one of you. I continue to learn from everybody around me, whomsoever I come into contact with. So the learning curve is always on. So I expect that even with our interactions over a period of time during the teaching sessions also, we will have a lot of learnings to exchange with each other. Fine. So with that, we will begin. I will share the screen now, and I hope all of you are able to see that. So is the screen visible to all of you? Sir, could you just help around?
Yeah, Arvind sir, right now it's not. I mean, you can just...
now just check. Coming. Yeah, it is there now.
Yes, it is visible, sir. You can just put it in the full screen mode. Yeah.
Fine. There it is. Yeah. Fine, it is done?
Yes, sir. Perfect. Okay. Please go ahead.
Mm-hmm. So fine. Good afternoon to everybody. And some of you should be able to guess what is this. Anybody wants to make a try? What is this picture showing to you? Shown here means to you. What does it mean to you? You see a large gathering of people, and this is one of the most cherished festivals, greatly celebrated in our country, and generates a lot of interest every year across the world also now. This is the Lord Jagannath Yatra from Jagannath Puri. And here you find a lot of people who are here, who are assembled here. And one thing which you will see in this picture is there is a lot of discipline around this crowd which is there. Otherwise, you have more than 50,000 people gathering in this small arena here. And you know what happens when too many people get together. But here you will find they are bound by one sense of discipline. and that is their love, trust, Shraddha, as you call it, towards Lord Jagannath. And this is a very beautiful picture here, which you see of Lord Jagannath. You will see another picture here, and this is the yatra in motion. And what do you see again here is a lot of people are there in the front, and this is not a mechanized rath or a chariot. It is a chariot which is pulled by thousands of people along the way. Now, what is the importance of this to our topic today? That is teamwork, team building, and teamwork. What is the importance? Just imagine for a moment if all of these people were to start pulling the chariot or the rath into different directions. Somebody is pulling it in front of him, somebody goes sideways and starts pulling, somebody goes in the other direction and starts pulling, somebody is pulling with lots of energy, somebody is just holding the rope. What do you think will happen? It is not going to move an inch. So this is a great example of teamwork working towards one motive, one objective, one aim, one goal, one target. And what is that aim? To take this chariot around the town along its designed path and show the darshan or enable all the other pilgrims, the people around who have come for darshan to have a very decent, well-disciplined, orderly darshan of the Lord. So this is a great example of teamwork in motion. Here you will find nobody is a leader actually here, but over the last so many centuries, this tradition has been built up, and today you find a lot of harmony, discipline happening here along the way. So this is a great example to my mind of teamwork in motion, and Lord Jagannath Yatra is a very good example for that. Fine, let's go to the next slide. Now you will wonder what is teamwork, and if you ask me, teamwork is everywhere, all around us. Whether in there are teams at play, there is teamwork which is visible to us every day of our lives. Look at some of the places where you will normally see a lot of teamwork happening. First of all, in all types of companies all over the world. So what are the various teams which take part in running this company? The first team is, of course, the board of directors. Then you have the managerial team. You will have the strategy team, the finance team, the HR, legal, IT, the manufacturing team, marketing and sales, supply chain, admin departments, regulatory department. There will be a customer support team or a customer service team. There will be, of course, be housekeeping teams, security teams, maintenance teams, or engineering teams. And then you'll have the public relations and the corporate social responsibility team, plus so many other teams. The catering department in every company who run the canteen, who arrange the lunch or the breakfast for their staff is also a great teamwork example. When you come down to another area, that is sports, you will find that today you have so many events happening all over the world, small events, very large sporting events. Some of the examples are Olympics. Then you have the World Cup, whether it is football or hockey or cricket. And our very own Indian example we have is the IPL. It's a massive event requiring lot of planning, lot of perfect execution, and that is possible only if there are dedicated teams having a lot of clarity in what is their role and responsibility, and they work accordingly and make the event a big success. Recently, we saw the Wimbledon Championships. Prior to that, we saw the French Open lawn tennis tournament. And all these tournaments, they are shown worldwide, and you see everything happens almost like a clockwork. There are no delays. Things are happening well in time, very organized. It's a pleasure to watch all the sports events, the large events especially. Fine. If you were to look at an individual sport, what is the individual sport? It can be, say, tennis, where you find the singles events happening. But even those individual players have a team around them which ensures they become very successful. It can be their trainers, it can be their coaches, it can be the medical team assisting them, the physio team which ensures they do a lot of physical exercises, and then they keep themselves fit, both mentally and physically. Take, for example, another big area of teams and teamwork seen around a government, whether it's a state government, central government, even your corporation, municipal corporation. So there you will have consisting of a team of senior people. You can call them the cabinet. Then a government will always have the army, the air force, the navy. Another very big government department is the railways, and all these function only because there is a team everywhere in place and there is a lot of teamwork happening. Imagine the trains we travel by, the flights we take, they will not be on time or run smooth in a very smooth manner unless there is a team which is ensuring that the whole thing is happening on time. Then you look at the Election Commission of India. All the 12 years of the year, they are in election mode, organizing elections, state elections, Lok Sabha elections, even the Rajya Sabha elections, so on and so forth. So all these are part of a team. The police force in every town, every state, they are also working in teams always. So you will see teams and teamwork around you everywhere. Let's look at some other instances. Look at a situation in a hospital, a big hospital, 500-bed hospital, 800-bed hospital. You'll have a lot of teamwork expected from them and actually happening if the hospital is to work very smoothly, effortlessly towards providing healthcare. So you'll have a board of directors in hospitals, one big team, the policy making team. Then you have the senior management. Then you will have various staff levels. There will be doctors, nurses, nursing staff, technicians, housekeeping department, catering, security will be there, pharmacy teams will be there, so on and so forth. Then even in an academic institution like yours, there will be a senior team of directors who will be deciding how the academic institution should be run, what will be the policies, what will be the decisions they will be taking over the next 1 year or 2 years or 5 years. Then you'll have a lot of teaching staff, which forms the core. Then you will have the admin department. You will also have the housekeeping department, everything working towards ensuring that what is the objective, that is giving a lot of quality education to the students who take admission in that institution. Let's take another example, event management. Today you find a lot of fancy marriages, very big marriages, the big fat Indian wedding as they are called being organized, and that requires a huge amount of teamwork. Then you will have seminars being organized, conferences being organized, even a political party when it wants to hold a big rally, they have to have teams in place to ensure the attendance happens, to ensure the sound system works very nicely, to ensure there is no what you call chaos on the place where the rally is to be held, and a lot of what you call success is dependent on the teamwork which is there. So the quality of the teamwork, the quantity of the teamwork will ensure success in all the ventures which you have. Then you have all types of businesses, whether it's malls, retail outlets, showrooms. You go to a hotel for food, there are teams working there to make your what you call visit to that hotel very memorable. Then there are restaurants where you just go to have a snack or lunch or dinner. You will find a lot of teams being at play. You may not see all of them, but the team is still is in place. Then the construction industry, the airlines, the film industry, the bands, the orchestras, you will have teams and teamwork everywhere around you. Yeah. So what is teamwork? So teamwork, you will have a lot of views here. They will have textbook definitions. But let's see what are the successful people who have given their thoughts on this. So what does Henry Ford say? If everyone is moving forward together, then success takes care of itself. It seems to be a very small sentence of 10, 12 words, but then it has a lot of meaning. If everyone is moving forward together, imagine everyone is moving forward, but everybody is doing his own thing, then success will not happen. So if you want success to happen, then you better move forward and you better be together all the way. So success takes care of itself. Look at Helen Keller. What does she say? Alone we can do so little. Together we can do so much. So that's a very, very nice statement. Alone we can do so little, and together we can do so much. Yeah. So now let's look at, what Michael Jordan, he is a famous basketball player in the world famous personality. He says, talent will help you win games, but teamwork and intelligence will help you win championships. Very, very important statement. Individual talent will help you win an individual game. But if you want to win a championship, then the team has to perform, the teamwork has to be top class, and it has to be a very intelligent effort from everybody. So, how do you break down this word TEAM? T means together, E means everyone, A means achieves, and more is M stands for more. So, together, everyone achieves more is a good enough, what you call, understanding of the word team. Now, let's look at teamwork and its importance. Teamwork is when a group of people work together toward a common goal or purpose. Yeah. If each person willingly and intentionally makes the team interests and objectives their first priority, work reaches a heightened level of success. So look at the words marked in red or highlighted in red. If each person willingly and intentionally makes the team's interests and objectives their first priority, work reaches heightened levels of success. The results thus achieved can make a big impact. Am I audible to all of you? Somebody please answer. Am I audible?
I can hear you. Maybe in the chat, people will mention.
Yeah, people have mentioned it in the chat. Fine. Okay, fine. Yeah. So, what are the benefits of teamwork? Let's look at the benefits of teamwork. There is always more fun working in a team than being an individual performer. So, with more opportunity to celebrate and feel encouraged. Most companies today follow this principle, a small, what you call, achievement is also celebrated in a big way. A very big achievement gets celebrated in a massive way. So, there's always more fun working in a team and sharing your achievements with others, as well as those achievements getting recognized by your seniors is a very big, what you call, event in most companies today. Working in a team makes the whole process less stressful. Strong teams have a sense of shared responsibility, which helps reduce the pressure. Then the third part can be more communication. Teammates who trust each other can communicate openly, safely, and effectively, leading to greater collaboration. Collaborative teamwork happens when everyone contributes equally to solving a problem or creating something new by offering their unique skill set or expertise. So, lots of communication within the team will help in a lot of what you call work being achieved in the desired period of time. So, if you want to have a great what you call output, then you ensure if you're a team leader, so there is a lot of communication, openness happening between you and your teammates. Teamwork, one of the biggest benefit is there is lesser confusion. The clear, cohesive approach to work reduces the chance of confusion and delays and may cause the team to perform more efficiently. Imagine if you're working alone, there will be times when you will not be very sure what path to take. But if you have a team around you, there will be some guidance, some demonstration by your seniors, some input by your leader, which will help you go ahead and continue the job which you are supposed to do. So there is less confusion when you are working in a team. Another great benefit is there is more creativity. By cultivating a sense of trust and camaraderie, where employees can share ideas without scrutiny. Many a times in a group situation, people have an idea, but they are shy of sharing it to five other people around them. What will he say? What will she say? Will my idea be thrown out of the window? Will my idea not even be heard properly? So, because of that fear or that they are a bit shy, they may not share their idea. But over a period of time, if the teamwork is excellent, there is a good environment in the team, you will find more creative work happening in the very same team. Another big aspect of teamwork is there is less fear. Thomas Edison is known for inventing the light bulb, but he first created a workplace for a group of people to share ideas and test them without fear or failure. This is normally what happens in a team. People don't want to share because they feel the idea they gave, if it fails, then what? But Thomas Edison showed us a very interesting path. He created a group of people, asked them to come out with their ideas, test out their ideas without having any fear of failure. And ultimately, you found the team ended up inventing the light bulb. So please remember the importance of this. When you are in a team, then work as you are working as a team, more personal growth is possible, not only in terms of your rank or your position or your role, but also your personality. So expanding team skill sets as a result of interfacing with their peers more frequently. So the more you interact with your what you call other team members, you will find it starts building up your personality and even your skill sets. You become a more complete human being or a more complete person in terms of your interpersonal relationships. One of the biggest advantages is less burnout. There is a shared responsibility in the team. If you want an example of what does burnout mean, then let's go back to our cricket team. You found that Jasprit Bumrah, who's our ace bowler, he's the world's number one bowler. He was being used by all the teams in a very, whether it's a T20 match, whether it's a 50-over match, whether it's a test match, whether it is the IPL, he was always supposed to be bowling his full quota of overs. And he was supposed to be the only person the captain believed in who can get you a wicket on demand. So this increased his workload to such an extent that the poor guy had an injury and he was out of cricket for almost 8 months. So if everybody is there now, what would have happened if there had been another two bowlers in the team who shared the responsibility of opening the attack, also taking wickets, also preventing runs from being given? Then the responsibility would have been lesser on Jasprit Bumrah's shoulders. But poor guy, he was a single-handed one-man army, and he was always, and he worked also very hard. His success is known to all of us. But then the burnout would not happen that fast. So please remember teamwork. If everybody is pitching in with his role in a very responsible manner, the overall burnout will not happen in the team. Naturally, teamwork means motivation. If somebody is doing a great job, naturally the team gets the credit. All others feel also motivated to contribute in a better way, in a bigger way, in the next project or next work, what you call task, which is given to them. There is always more diversity when you are working in a team, because the diversity will be not only in actions but in thought. It can be in the experience. You have a mix of seniors in your team, you have a mix of juniors in your team. You will find the experience, the education, the background, the expertise, all of it will get shared. And that will that will benefit everybody in the team. Whether he's a junior person also, he can benefit a lot. So the diversity in the team is a very big benefit for everybody. Then there is more relationship building. The more you interact with your team, we normally as human beings, we try to make a first impression, and that impression remains with us for a long time. You just interact with the person for 5 minutes and then you will say something. नहीं नहीं वो अखड़ू है, वो ज्यादा खुद को शाना समझता है, or he thinks very highly of himself, he is highly egoistic. Nothing, it may not, it will be far from the truth. He may be a thorough gentleman, only he may not have responded very well at that point of time. But the more you work with all types of people who are your team members, you will find the interpersonal relationship comes out very well. And the person whose first impression was a very not bad impression or not so good impression will ultimately you will find he is a very great person in terms of his behavior. So let's not make impressions or judgments in the first contact you have with somebody. There will be some understanding, but don't make a concrete opinion unless you have worked with that person for a long time. Especially in businesses, this happens almost every day. You come across a new colleague and within 5 minutes you have written him off. Please don't do that. You will find a lot of value when you try to study a person, understand him better. He will be part of your team, perhaps your best performer in the team also. Teamwork also has a great benefit, and that is it builds more resilience, not only in the team, but if you want to build a strong and a tough company, then you should have strong teams. Because business situations keep on changing. There will be great times, there will be good times, there may not be so good times or very bad times for most businesses. We had about 2 years, 3 years back, we had the COVID-19, and it was a very, very tough time for most companies. So companies which were tough, which were strong, which had great teams, survived even the COVID-19 phase. And the resilience they had built up over the previous years really helped them overcome that once in a century type of event, which was the COVID-19 pandemic across the world. So please remember, teamwork has huge benefits. Even if you are there in an organization, you will have 10 types of teams around you. You work with them, you will find life will be great and productive. Now, there are times in a company when most people keep on doing their work, but suddenly the need is felt that if you want great results, the symptoms will be there which are showing that the team building is not perfect. There is still not a good amount of teamwork as required for a certain project or a certain task. So, what are the symptoms? Just like a doctor looks for symptoms or will ask you symptoms, what is wrong with you? Then you will tell him, I have a fever, I have what you call cold, cough, cold, I have some stomach pain, and whatnot. So those are the symptoms based on which the diagnosis a doctor will make. Similarly, in an organizational setting, there will be certain symptoms which you will find emerging in front of you. And if you are a team leader and you notice these symptoms in your team, then you better look at the urgency for better team building, urgency for a better, stronger team building. So what are these symptoms? One is decreased productivity. You find overall the rate of work which is happening is falling down. Suppose there is a shop floor and cars are being manufactured. Suppose 5 cars are made in a day on that assembly line. Suddenly you find that it is not happening. There are only 3 cars which are being made. So something is wrong somewhere. And if this persists for a long time, then you have to look at what are the gaps in terms of teamwork. Because it can't happen. If you have designed your factory for 5 completed cars every day, then in a month you should have 150, 200, whatever is the target you have set for yourself, cars being made. So the moment that number is not achieved or is far off, then you should be looking at the reasons and then the corrective measures for the fall in the productivity. Then you will also notice that there are conflicts or hostility among staff members. Both of them will come and complain to you about the other person. What do? Do you hire 2 new people and ask both of them to go? It can't happen every day. So you have to be a very good, what you call, person in terms of understanding Is there a conflict? Is there a hostility? What are the reasons? And then if you can try to correct that, then you will still have a great work team, what you call, under you, giving you great work the way you want it. Then there can be confusion about assignments. You will find that the assignments which are told to people, there is somewhat confusion in their minds. Possibly that means that uh, information has not been transferred from the senior manager in your team down to the other team levels. So there you should be very clear. Is there confusion about assignments? Are people missing signals? And are the relationships between two levels of teams not very clear, or even within the team themselves? So this understanding you will get over a period of time. Once you become a team leader or even as a team member, you will understand there is some confusion. There are the conflicts which are not working in the interest of the team or the company. Then sometimes it can happen that decisions which are made by you are misunderstood or not carried through properly. Perhaps the team building or the spirit is not there. The team building has to be enforced or strengthened. Then there are two words, apathy and lack of involvement. Apathy means मुझे क्या है उसमें, चलने दो ना, होना है तो होगा, जिसको करना है करेंगे. All that type of attitude, a laziness. And then there is lack of personal involvement. Both these things are a symptom, a dangerous symptom, I will say, which calls for immediate treatment. And the team leader has to find out the reason and then start building the team again. Yeah. Look at this next slide. You'll find 4 or 5 other possible symptoms. Lack of initiation is one. People are not imaginative. They are not wanting to innovate. They are even routine activities taken for solving complex problems are not being done. So what is happening? Then there are complaints of discrimination or favoritism. This happens in every company. You will always tell the boss, वो तुम्हारा लाडला है, उसको ज्यादा आप credit देते हो, काम तो मैंने किया था. All these things will be there. Then there will be ineffective staff meetings. Just because a staff meeting has to be held every Monday, you will hold a staff meeting. Uska output kya hai? Nobody knows. So that is possibly a time when team building has to really be taken up once again. There can be low participation in the meetings, and very few decisions will get taken, which will not be effective also. So the bigger decisions nobody would want to take. Then there are negative reactions to the manager. This is a routine thing which you can't help with if you are a manager. There will be 50 people talking good about you, 50 people talking bad about you. Where do you want to waste your time is the manager's call. In life, it will happen. Tomorrow you wear a, what you call, nice dress, 10 people will compliment you, 10 people will नहीं, आपको जच नहीं रहा है वो, क्या पहना है, अच्छा नया है, गिफ्ट दिया है क्या किसी ने. So all these things will happen. So negative reactions are something which you can't avoid in a working situation, but you should be mature enough to overcome them. Then there can be complaints about quality of service. If your customers are talking about the quality of service, there is a gap in the teams which are supposed to be handling the service department or the engineering department. So please remember these symptoms. And whenever you come across some, and if you are a team leader, you should start attending to removing these symptoms or the causes of concern, as I will call them. So what is team building? Team building is the constant effort to enhance the working relationships between employees and help them collaborate in the most effective way possible. Very important way to look at team building. So it is a constant effort. You can't say only Monday, every Monday I will spend time building the team. Rest of the 5 days people are on their own. No, sir, that can't happen. Since you are working with them, they are reporting to you almost on a daily basis. Then the team building has to be a constant effort so that the working relationship between you and your employees starts getting stronger, healthier, and more positive. Essentially, leaders are responsible for taking individual employees and bringing them together as a cohesive team. Cohesive का meaning ऐसा है कि it is a very well coordinated team, a team which is purposefully working towards the goal. So they are in tune with each other. There's a lot of understanding and teamwork which is happening. That is said to be a cohesive team. Let's look at definition of leadership. So leadership is about articulating vision. Articulating means stating the vision, embodying values, and creating an environment within which things can be accomplished. You will find in your college or campuses or even in your the new institutes which you are going to join, there will be a lot of vision statements being around you or value statement for the organization. And those are very, very important because they are setting an agenda. They are giving you an idea what the institution is supposed or is planning to achieve over a period of time. So creating an environment within which things can be accomplished. So the whole effort of articulating the vision is to create an environment within which things can be accomplished. So it can be a statement of the values of the system, of the whole institution, or the board itself. So what values are you wanting to bring about in the students who are coming there and the staff also? Then leadership is a process of making sense of what people are doing together so that people will understand and be committed. Why do results not happen? Because there is a certain lack of commitment and understanding. People will half understand and then begin the work. Unless you understand fully what is expected of you, you can never be committed. And this is the leader's job. He should ensure that the project which he is asking his team to undertake, they have understood every bit of the project and whether their commitment is full. So leadership is the ability to step outside the culture and to start evolutionary change processes that are more adaptive. You can't state something which is not achievable. As a leader, you have to be evolutionary in your process. So if you are bringing about a change in an organization, you should bring it in bits and pieces so that there is an adaptation of the employees who are supposed to follow that change or inculcate that change or adopt that change. So they should be able to digest it and then do it in bits and pieces. Don't suddenly say, "Kal se ye hoga, aap sambhal lo usko." No, that can't happen in a what you call productive process if you are looking for. Some more definitions are there. So different people have looked at it different way from their experience. Some of those we can read. The creative and directive force of morale. Morale means the overall what you call motivational levels which you have. Then somebody says the process by which an agent induces a subordinate to behave in a desired manner. Then actions that focus resources to create desirable opportunities. This is a great statement because it is the leader who is going to ensure that the resources which he has, they create the desirable opportunities for people to use those resources and produce the desired results. Then the leader's job is to create conditions for the team to be effective. And then you have another good one, the demonstrated ability to influence others towards a goal. So you'll find that each of these definitions has a lot of meaning, has a lot of direction, has a lot of substance. Let's look at the characteristics of a good team leader. What does he do? He has to build trust. There has to be a trust by the members in him. People should trust him or her. Then develop common commitment. He should develop common commitment, he or she. When I say he, it also means she. Please know what you call difference between men and women today. Women are contributing far more sincerely, far more committedly in an organization today. And today they are also reaching the highest levels of leadership. So when you talk about a leader, it is also he or she. So a leader should train members for empowerment. A leader should provide full information to the team. Don't keep your team in dark. It is not that you tell them everything, but most information should be given to people on a need to know basis. Your subordinate who has joined yesterday does not need to know every damn thing because he has no use for it. Some information you should share, some you should keep with yourself, but it should be shared only on a need to know basis. You should know all team members very well. Many a times it happens the leader does not know the names of his team members, and it is embarrassing at times. So if you are with a team for 5 6 months and you have a team of 50 people, you should know their names. Then develop team spirit. Yes, that has to be there. You should encourage members to excel, and you are responsible for creating a very enthusiastic environment. Most important, a team leader should ensure that he shares success with the members. Very, very important, this success sharing. So, what is leadership? Leadership, you can look at it as a guidance, a solution provider. Then, leadership can be goal setting, a proper goal setting. Leadership can be also meaning motivation, communication, plan, good planning, stating the vision, and a very good direction. So, leadership comprises of all these dimensions: guidance, solution, goal, motivation, communication, plan, vision, and again, direction. Yeah. What are the qualities required? Look at them very, very importantly. Over a period of time, a person who's in a team should have some of these qualities. If he has most of these qualities, he will be possibly promoted as a team leader. On day one, even if you are said you are a team leader, you are just a captain of the team. A leader is different, a captain is different. Please remember that. So, over a period of time, when you're working in an organization, these qualities you should be able to demonstrate or even develop. Nobody is a born leader. You become a leader over a period of time. So, what are the qualities of leadership? First of all, honesty is a very big value system. Everybody should follow that. Efficient communication should also be there. The knowledge about your what you call area of work, and not only your role and responsibility, your juniors' role and responsibility also. The knowledge about your product, what product you are marketing, or what products you are making as a company. So the knowledge has to be there in the leader. If the leader says, I don't know about this medicine which we are marketing, then he is not a leader in the first place. If he doesn't know what is this product meant for, then what is he there for? So qualities of leadership, knowledge is very important. Knowledge of processes, knowledge of rules and regulations, knowledge of the product itself. Yeah, knowledge of the market, very, very important. Then a leader should have consistency. You speak, make a statement on the topic yesterday, and today you make an exactly opposite statement on the same topic. That is not called consistency. People will start what you call laughing at you and not takes you seriously at all. You should have a visionary outlook. You should be able to say or visualize where will your department, where will this product performance, where will this company be 2 years from now, 3 years from now. So the higher you go up in an organization, your visionary outlook should be developing equally fast. You should be selfless. A leader who is selfish will not go far. He will not have a very vibrant team around him. You should have lots of courage to take the right decisions. At times, you will have to discipline some of your juniors. What will you do that time if you don't have the courage or you lack the guts to take a call? Then you have to have a strong willpower, because if you are committed to what you are going to do, then only people will start following it seriously. If they feel you are not very committed to the project, they will also not be very committed to it. So if your willpower is strong, that willpower should gradually percolate down to your team. So staying committed is a very, very important aspect for a leader. Other qualities of leadership, some more are here. One very important aspect is humility. Now you will say, where does humility come in a leader? I am a leader, I have a team of 100 people under me. बट देन वो गाना था ना, मैं तो साहब बन गया, उसके पहले कुछ डैश डैश है, तो दैट इज नॉट ह्यूमिलिटी बाबा. Humility is when you are compassionate, when you have empathy to understand the problems of your juniors without affecting the performance. You have to understand why a certain person is behaving in such a way, or why is he not able to perform in the way the others are doing. Don't write him off. Perhaps he has some difficulty. You should be humble enough and have lots of empathy to understand what is the situation and then give the guidance required. A lot of commitment is needed from the leader's side, first of all. Then only his team will be committed. Resilience. He should be tough. He should have a very positive attitude. Transparency, accountability, passion, and others. Focus, creativity, all of this has to be there. He has to be very purposeful in whatever he does. He should not lose sight of the purpose or the goal. Because if he does that and he doesn't know where he has to go, so how will he lead a team of 10, 20, 50, 100? So one truth which is there is great leaders are not the best at everything, but they find people who are best at different things and get them all on the same team. So very, very important aspect when it comes to leadership. You cannot be what you call knowledgeable about every aspect of the business. There is no way, but you should have good people who are good at different things so that the business runs very smoothly. What does Christine Kind say? To build a strong team, you must see someone else's strength as a complement to your weakness. If I find my team member is stronger than me, I should not get threatened by his strength. In fact, it is a complement to my weakness. I may be weak at that aspect. But if my team member is strong, I should welcome it. The objective is getting the job done. Then it's a big thing to have, that your junior is having certain strengths which are your weaknesses. But then if you start treating that strength of your junior as a threat, possible future threat to your authority, then you are extremely mistaken. You are there because the senior management has seen some different types of strengths in you, and there is no threat to your authority unless you are a failure and year after year you and your team are not performing well. So don't look at somebody's strength which is not there with you as your weakness or a possible threat to your position in the company. So what, if you were to make a summary, what will be the 10 leadership skills you should have or aspire to develop? First is inspire and motivate. Then you should be able to influence and persuade. Otherwise, how will you get the project started? If you're not able to influence your team and persuade them to understand and appreciate why the project has to be done, you will never even start the project. So this skill has to be achieved. You have to be a good listener and a good communicator also. There are many leaders who don't like to hear anybody else's voice except theirs. So you have to be a good listener. Automatically, you will find people will respond to you in a far better way. Then you have to develop and delegate your team members. So you should develop your team members and definitely delegate work to them. You can't be doing everything on your own. If you are having a team of 20, वो 20 लोगों का काम आप नहीं कर सकते. You will have to delegate the work in terms of few further teams, or if you are forming groups in the team, then to each group. You have to display integrity. The moment people find the leader is of a weak character, तो फिर वो सत्यानाश हो जाएगा उस टीम का परफॉर्मेंस का. You have to have a clear vision. You should be able to innovate and create. Lot of self-belief is required. If you don't have self-belief, your team will lack confidence. But if you are confident कि ये होगा, ऐसे ही करेंगे तो जरूर होगा, तो then people start getting to understand and appreciate what you are saying because you are strong in what you believe. It's not that ठीक है नहीं होगा क्या ऐसा, फिर ठीक है आपको क्या लगता है, and then what the other person says, you start accepting. It's not a sign of a good leader. You should accept suggestions, but something which is going away from the main what you call strategy or tactics which you want to employ. So you should have a certain amount of control, and your self-belief will make your people start believing in the process as a whole and themselves as well. You have to be committed totally, not at the start of the project and midway of the project you say एक बार आपको बोल दिया अभी आपने देखना है आपने करना है. It is good to say that but not really helpful. You have to be committed for the project, to the project, right from day one till day end of the project. And you should not be afraid of challenges or taking risks. Leadership is all about taking measured risks and accepting challenges, right? So some few key aspects which a leader should have, definitely have: strong communication, passion and commitment, a strong positivity. A leader should not be spreading negativity in the environment around him. He should always be very positive. He should be innovative and he should be able to collaborate substantially. He just can't say only these two people in a team will do something, the other three are not good, they are not useless. No, everybody has a role in a team. He should be able to collaborate and get every other team member's contribution equally. Plus, at times you may have to collaborate with the other team in the organization. So one team is collaborating with the other. A team leader also has to be good at that, so that the collaboration, the inter-team collaboration also happens. See, manufacturing is there, but if supply chain is not good enough and not collaborating with them, they will manufacture what they want. No, it has to be told by the marketing team what we need over the next 6 months, what stocks, what quantities we need. Then the manufacturing will do that and the supply chain will supply. If all three are doing each of their what you call tasks without communicating or collaborating with each other, a company will end up manufacturing products which are not required. So very, very important aspect, collaboration, not only within your team, but also with other teams in the organization. So here's a small prescription for role of a leader. He should lead by example. He or she should lead by example and set the expectations. A leader should encourage learning and growth. He should be able to influence his team members and also stimulate them intellectually. So his ideas should be seen as influencing ideas, and his stimulation should be also fairly intelligent stimulation. Then he should be individualized in his consideration. He should look for the good of the team, but he should also be focusing on individuals and their needs. Then his motivational should be inspirational in nature. Just because he has to motivate, so he'll give a lecture every Monday morning for 10 minutes. No, no, no. There has to be a certain thought behind everything. He has to be inspirational in whatever he does. Then he's supposed to be a good coach, and he should help his team, empower them to success. He should also inspire them to achieve newer goals, newer heights in their careers. So a leader is everything, a little bit of each of these things. And the more you function as a leader, you will start becoming a better personality for yourself. So there is an advantage to you also in the process. Then we have a couple of theory points here. One is Maslow's hierarchy of needs and motivations. That what are the needs which are demonstrated by a person at every step of his career, or as he grows, takes up a job, and from there on he proceeds. So this is called the theory of self-actualization. So his needs initially are physiological safety or security, then social needs are there, esteem is there, and finally self-actualization or self-realization. So that is a step-by-step process. You will study more of it when you go into organizational behavior as a subject as a whole. This is a bit the picturization of the self-actualization needs or Maslow's theory. So the person, when he starts his career, he is in need of, such as his needs are limited: food, water, oxygen, building a house or a shelter for himself, things we can't live without. So he's more focused on the physiological part. Then he's his next after a few years, he's now working on the safety and security needs. It can be a emotional security, it can be a financial security. Then he wants the third need, as some more years later, is of belonging to someone or a particular group, either at home or at work or in society also. Then there are certain needs to be driven, which are called the esteem needs. They then make a person start looking for prestige or desire. I want to reach the top in my organization. Okay, good. So that becomes a driving force for him. And then finally, you have once you reach your fullest potential, then you start thinking of self-actualization. What are the value contributions I can leave for the next generation? What type of legacy I can leave for the organization? All these things start happening. This is called as Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Then another interesting theory is McGregor's theory of X and Y. So this also you will come across in the organizational behavior topic. So it is slightly deep in terms of understanding, but this theory of X and Y utilizes opposing assumptions. Theory X, the assumption is that all employees lack ambition and they are majorly concerned about their job security. That's it. कि मेरा जॉब कैसे बचेगा और मैं कैसे काम रहूंगा इस कंपनी में. On the contrary, theory Y assumes that employees exercise self-control and they willingly take responsibility and exercise creativity in solving organizational problems. So whereas X talks about people who are not interested in their job or who try to avoid working or who will only work when directives are given to them. They are not self-starters. They will not work on their own. But theory Y assumes that employees exercise self-control. They have enough knowledge to take responsibility and exercise their creativity in solving problems in the organization. So this is the what you call crux of McGregor's theory of X and Y. You will learn about it more as during the semesters. So on various aspects, this theory has been worked out: attitude, direction, responsibility, motivation, creativity. Each of these, the theory X people will think of or work differently. The theory Y people will look at it and think differently. Yeah. If it comes to attitude, the theory X people will say we dislike work, we find it boring, and we'll avoid it if we can. You'll find a lot of it around you also. क्या I don't like work, अरे boring काम है यार, फंस गया हूं मैं, and will avoid it if possible. Otherwise, you will find there are the very same work. The theory why people will think we need to work and want to take an interest in it. Under the right conditions, we can enjoy it. So anybody who says constantly, you will have some friends, अरे नहीं यार बोर हो रहा हूं मैं, ये हो रहा हूं, वो हो रहा हूं. Possibly they have a theory X attitude. So you will have lots of examples around you once you understand this theory very well. Of both categories. Look at the word responsibility. We would rather be directed than accept responsibility, which we avoid. The theory X people will say, we would rather तुम बोलो मैं करता हूं, मैं मेरा दिमाग नहीं चलाऊंगा. So he wants to avoid responsibility. Whereas the very same responsibility part, how will theory Y people say, we will seek and accept responsibility under the right conditions. So they are willing to come forward, accept more responsibility, enjoy the process as well. Yeah. So you will study it in a deeper level as we go along. So what are the 8 benefits of team building vis-a-vis leadership? Earlier we saw benefits of team building or teamwork. Now we'll see benefits of team building in leadership. So most important, it improves performance. It helps and identify leaders amongst teams. A leader is somebody who helps his team members to develop and become team leaders themselves one day. In our company, we had a certain what you call parameter or measure of success for every senior role. How many people under you were promoted in the last 3 years? So, if I have a good number of people who have been promoted in the last 3 years, it means I am capable of developing my people with the right skill sets, right value systems, right performance attitudes, and hence my leadership level would look better. So, how many new leaders you have, or how many people in your team have been promoted in the last 3 years? And what is their performance like? So, that can help identify leaders for senior positions as well as leaders for junior positions. Then, a leader biggest benefit is he fosters creativity and innovation. A leader benefits by his improved communication. A leader can ensure that loyalty increases in the organization. Engagement also improves substantially. Satisfaction levels are very high. Productivity levels are top class as required. And overall company performance is great. So, team building in leadership, if a leader is focused on team building in a big way, in the right way, you will have all these things happening in an organization. So, there are companies and companies today. But why do we recognize some companies as great companies and some companies as also rants? कि कल आए 4 साल रह गए फिर बंद हो गए. Because the leadership developed over a period of time by these companies has really made them resilient. It has made them strong. It has made them tough. And it is helping them to survive and prosper in the business environment. In leadership, team building is the process of helping a team to work more effectively. This can be done through activities that encourage members to get to know one another better. Team building in leadership also involves activities that help them learn how to communicate with each other effectively. And it is one of the most effective ways to give your team members the chance to express themselves, build relationships with one another. So, what is the fine balance? All of us have played with Lego toys, and this is a fine balance which is to be struck between leadership, the environment, the employees, and the management. So, if you're a leader, this is all the thing you will have to inculcate or have. Challenges, how to overcome challenges, your ability to motivate, your ability to build teams and ensure proper top quality teamwork happens, your understanding of the goals and vision of the company, and your ability to follow strategy very well, and your overall management aptitude. So, if you are a leader, then you should have a control and a strength in each of these aspects which are shown here. Now, look at the important aspect. What is the differentiator? There is a leader also and there is a boss also. Look at this. What is the boss doing? The boss is sitting on the business. He is sitting in his cabin and giving directions. But a leader is somebody who also joins the effort. He's not sitting in his cabin, AC cabin, and just giving directions left, right, and center. The leader is also part of the team. He is a team leader, but he is also part of the team. And he is willing to demonstrate, show people what the process and how to follow it or achieve it. Yeah. So, what are the different steps to building an effective team? And there are plenty of what you call ideas or guidelines which are here. Consider each employee's ideas as valuable. Now, to consider each employee's ideas as valuable, first of all, you have to be a good listener yourself. You can't be a bad listener or a poor listener and understand every employee's ideas. So, some learning for all of us. Be aware of employees' unspoken feelings. Act as a harmonizing influence. Be clear when communicating. Encourage trust and cooperation among employees on your team. Take steps to improve communication, cooperation, trust, and respect. These are four important dimensions which a leader should build in his team: communication, cooperation, trust, and respect. And respect of all the relationships, intra-personal relationships in the team. And he should encourage team members to share information, and he or she should be good at delegating problem solving tasks to the team. Many leaders want to do the important things themselves and they are not so successful. But even the important team, what you call situations or important tasks, they delegate to their team and guide them to achieving them. The success will be far better, both in quality terms and quantity terms. A team becomes very effective when there is a established group of team values and goals. A certain value system in a team, in an organization is always required. And if the team values are adhered to and followed by everybody, the goals will not be far off. Then team performance evaluation is also a very key area for the leader. And if you can evaluate performance very well without hurting people, you should be able to review their performance, tell them about their gaps, tell them about the shortcomings. You will find you end up building a very effective team. First of all, the leader has to have a clear idea what needs to be accomplished. If he is not knowing what is to be achieved, his team will never know, or they will not even try to find out. Then you have to make the team aware of that. You know your standards for success are going to be. What are the standards of success which you are going to measure? So please be very clear when you give a task to a person, what are the deliverables as they are called? What are the measures of success? What are the parameters by which you will review their performance? That awareness has to be given to the team. And most important, tasks will always have time frames associated with them. So a certain time frame, understanding, clarity has to be there with the team that this task, this project is to be completed in this time period. And most important, a team leader has to ensure that all members understand their responsibilities very well. Operating by consensus is not liked by many team leaders because they feel they are now almost going by their team's wishes or direction. They are listening to everything what their team is saying. But it is an art which you need to develop. It should be your idea coming from them. So over a period of time, this talent also a leader should be able to develop. Use consensus. You don't have to follow their idea if it is not good. But your idea should be made or presented in such a way that they start feeling it is their idea and our idea finally. So basically using consensus to achieve your objectives is a very important skill for a manager or a leader. Set ground rules for the team. Yes, efficiency and success will not be achieved without ground rules. Establish a method for arriving at a consensus. You have to encourage listening and have some brainstorming sessions. Establish the parameters of consensus building sessions also. So you should be good at conducting team sessions very well. So what are the outcomes as we come to the end of the presentation? What are the outcomes you should expect? Good communications with participants as a team members and individuals, increase departmental productivity and creativity. One of the biggest outcome of good teamwork. And team members are motivated to achieve their goals. A climate of cooperation and collaborative problem solving. Job satisfaction and commitment increases. Trust and support levels also go up. You will find diverse co-workers are working well together. Very good outcome to have. Very clearly, the work objectives are understood by all. Better operating policies and procedures. So what is leadership all about? It's about making others better as a result of your presence and making sure that impact lasts in your absence also. Imagine in your absence also, if people are feeling your presence, and especially with all those people who are sales leaders, that you are based in Mumbai or Delhi and your team is in Bangalore, Chennai, Kanpur, Kolkata, Jharkhand, Ranchi, Bhubaneswar, Hyderabad, and they still feel that you are with them. So, in your absence, if your presence is felt, so that is called as great leadership. Yeah. So, something which you should be dreaming to achieve over a period of time. And finally, we come to another lovely picture. What is this? Anybody from Maharashtra? Pandharpurchi Wari. And you'll find lakhs of people, almost 4 lakh people traveling as a team. Very, very concerned about each other's well-being throughout this 350-kilometer journey, which happens by walk. There is no one leader. Everybody is a leader at some point of time. All of them are bound by one feeling together, and that is the closeness to be with Lord Vitthal in Pandharpur. And over 20 days, they travel 350 kilometers walking. Nobody goes by air or bus or car. All these 4 lakh people keep on walking. They are not worried about where they will have a cup of tea, where they will have the dinner, or what happens if it rains. They are so focused and committed to their journey. Same way, a successful organization will also achieve its goals if they remain committed to the values and the roles and responsibilities at each level. Fine. So that brings us to the end. A very beautiful picture of the Pandharpur Chivari going on the Dive Ghat section. Beautiful, lakhs and lakhs of people going there. No chaos, no confusion, pure harmony. A goal which every organization would like to have. How do you achieve your goal in a very, very properly organized, peaceful, energetic manner as well? Fine. So thanks a lot, sir. And thanks everybody for a patient listening.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So we will just wait for 2 minutes. In case of they have any kind of questions, students can raise it into the chat box.
Fine. So there are some, I hope there are no questions.
Students, if you have any kind of questions, you can raise it into the chat box or Q&A section.
Fine. There are still 52 people here.
Yes, sir. No students are there.
Fine. Any other session after this?
No, sir.
Okay. Fine. Okay.
Okay, sir. So
okay, thanks a lot for the patient hearing. I hope it was interesting to all of them and all of you as well.
yes, sir. It just a vote of thanks. So good afternoon, everyone. It is my privilege and honor on behalf of the School of Management, Pimpri Chinchwad University, to extend a heartfelt vote of thanks at the conclusion of today's enlightening session, representing our Dean, faculty members, and newly admitted students, I, Dr. Saili Karande, express my deep gratitude for today's inspiring session under the Pre-Induction Masterclass series by Mr. Arvind Bhagwat sir, our distinguished speaker, for his invaluable insights on team building and leadership. Your experience in the pharma industry and your thoughtful words have not only educated but also inspired us all to think deeper about the power of collaboration and the essence of leading with purpose. As the old saying says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. This beautifully captures the spirit of today's session, where we learn that while leadership provides the vision, it is the strength of team that brings that vision to life. True leaders inspires unity, trust, and purpose in every step forward. Thank you, sir, for such a wonderful session. A big thanks to all the faculty members of School of Management, PCU, for their valuable support and efforts, with special thanks to our Executive Director, Dr. Girish Desai, sir, Vice Chancellor, Dr. Govind Kulkarni, sir, and Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Sudeep Thepre, sir, and of course, our beloved HOD and Dean of School of Management, Dr. Amit Patil, sir, for their constant support and motivation. Our sincere appreciation also goes to our attentive and curious students whose energy and engagement make every learning opportunity more impactful. With this, we close today's session with gratitude and motivation to build stronger teams and become the kind of leaders the world needs. Thank you very much, sir, once again, and look forward to the campus
Thanks.
for more sessions, sir.
Thanks.
Thank
My
you.
pleasure.
Yeah.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day ahead, sir.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah.